Hello readers, and welcome to another phonics lesson. This is lesson number 1 of inflectional endings or inflected endings, and we're going to be looking at how we add SES or really IES to a noun or a verb. Now, I know I said this is a phonics lesson, and really this skill is not a phonics skill. It's a grammar skill or a language skill. But since we're using this in class, I want to go ahead and start with a quick review. Okay, so with every lesson in this series, we're going to do 5. I'm going to start with a review, and then we're going to get into our lesson really, which is inflected endings. So let's start today. I'm going to start with a super easy one today because it's day 1, and I'm going to look at CVC words. And you're probably thinking to yourself, I can read CVC words. I know you can. But I still want to go ahead and practice them for those who don't have it quite yet. We've been doing a lot of multisyllabic words, and sometimes a CVC word can make up a CVC word can make up a part of a syllable. So I want you to be able to read those and do those. So, of course, we know our vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and in CVC, they always make the short vowel sounds. Do you know what those are? Do you remember? A, I, A. So let's practice blending some CVC words, and then we'll get into our lesson, okay? All right, first, sound. K. Sound. A. Put those together. Cat. Cat. Sound. J. Sound. E. Put those together. Jet. Jet. Sound. P. Sound. I. Put those together. Pig. Pig. Next, sound. T. Sound. Ah. Put those together. Top. Top. Let's do another one. Sound. Sound. Put those together. Mud. Mud. Very good. That was just a quick review, just to kind of get your brain warmed up. But let's go over these sounds that we've already learned before. Say these with me, please. Cool. Sn. Sh. R. Sw. W. Ing. Or. O. O. A. A. I. O. All right. Now, let's get to our lesson. Now, for lesson 1, I do want to go over both the rules for verbs and for nouns, but we're not going to do all of that today. So for nouns, if a word ends in S, SS, SH, CH, X, or Z, or a consonant and an O, you add a S. For almost all other nouns, you just add an S to make it plural. When a word has a consonant before the letter Y, you remove the Y and replace it with an IES. An example, box. A box is in the kitchen. Some boxes are in the kitchen. So since that ends in an X, we would put an ES, boxes. Now for verbs, when it ends in CH, SH, SS, X, or ZZ, we add ES. When the verb ends in a consonant plus a Y, we change the Y to I and add ES. But when the verb ends in a vowel plus Y, we just add S. I know, lots of rules. A general rule might say that when the subject is singular and does not end in the letter S, the verb usually will. If the subject is plural and does not end in the letter S, the verb will not. The cat runs across the street. The cats run across the street. It's singular, so that ends in S. It's plural, ends in S, is more than one, so it does not end in S. So, we're really going to look at just the nouns, and I'm going to slide myself to the top. All right, for most nouns, add an S to make it plural. And I'm going to keep these rules on here throughout our lessons just to kind of keep it fresh. For nouns, if a word ends in a hiss, like S, SH, CH, X, or Z, or a consonant plus O, you add ES. When a word has a consonant before the Y, you remove the Y and replace it with IES. All right, so book doesn't end with those, so it would become books. BOOKS. Bus, that ends with that hiss, bus. So what we do, we would add ES and we would spell it BUSES. We have the word baby. Now the baby ends with a consonant and a Y. And according to this, we would change that Y to an IES. BABIES. Now, let's see if you caught it. I'm going to slide myself back down here again. Which spelling would work correctly? The blank want to play in the creek. Which one is it? DOGS, DOGES, DOGIES. If you said DOGS, you're correct. Next, we bought new blank at the store. Dish. Shh, I hear a hiss. Dishes. Which one of those will we do? S, ES, or IES? ES is correct. Very good. And last, there are some blank on the table. Cherries, cherries, cherries. Now, cherry ends with an RY. What is that rule? We change the Y to a I and we add ES. That's right. So it would be cherries. All right. Real brief lesson, real quick lesson. We're going to practice this every day. I'm going to have 5 lessons on this. But thanks for sticking with me to the end. Until next time, happy reading.